Hello, you. Welcome back to welcome to series 2 of Musish. Brand new and improved Musish with the same hosts.
Yeah, thank you for coming back, even though
that remains to be seen, doesn't it? We've not seen the statistics.
Well, there'll be a few.
You're joined by me, Gav.
And Ramsey.
And...
Yeah, I'm here too, but I'm not visible anymore.
Not visible.
I like, to be honest. I like being hidden. I like being out of the way.
Yeah, we like you to be hidden as well. We'd
always
prefer
good.
that.
We saw the sort of numbers drop off last season, so we thought we'll try and remove the issue.
You might be noticing a different camera angle. That's because we've got none of the equipment that we ideally would like to have currently.
Yeah, and to sort of give a little spoiler for what's to come, hopefully this semester, we are looking to upgrade to Move Studio, to upgrade all our camera equipment, and basically just level our shit up.
It's a lovely studio. I was in there last night at about 17 hours ago doing a DJ set live on LSR. Tune in every Wednesday from 11 till 12.
Well, should we talk about
that? Yeah.
How was it?
I mean, we can do. Yeah.
We tuned in?
Look, there was a lot of bumps in the road. As soon as I came in, so ideally, what would happen is the guy who's on before me. I didn't think there was going to be on anyone before me. There wasn't, and then the schedule kind of changed last minute, and there was a guy on before me doing his set. And ideally, what would have happened, I didn't communicate this with him, so how should he have known? But ideally, what would have happened is he would have kept his song going. I would have come in, put a USB stick in, get all my songs ready, and then just kind of mix into my show, and it'd be a seamless transition. However, what he did do was switch everything off. And these are decks that I hadn't used before, this particular make of decks. And I thought that wouldn't be a big deal. And it kind of was, because as soon as I wasn't getting any sound, I had that kind of, like I was up on stage in like the Royal Albert Hall with a harp, and I don't know how to play the harp. That's kind of the feeling that I got. It was just like, shit, I don't know what I'm doing here.
And so there was a major bump at the beginning.
There was a major. Well, I was silent for about 15 minutes, which it wasn't ideal. 25, Chris should say. It was under 25.
I think it was 25.
We were sat outside, like in our sort of backyard area, because me and Chris live together, and we had like the alternative stream on, so we were thinking, that was you, and we were like, oh my god, Gav's doing really well here.
Yeah,
and then because on the main channel there was just sort of a nondescript noise, and then about 25 minutes in we switched again, and.
I was switching back and forth every 5 minutes or so to sing.
While I had the technical difficulties going, Chris texted and was like, sounds great, doing a great job. And I was like, no, I'm not playing anything. But yeah, the same thing happened. Sophie was in the studio with me, and she put the alternate stream on. She was like, no, it's working. I was like, I don't remember this song sounding like this. And I was like, no, that's not me. That's a different thing. But after I got that past that bump in the road, everything started playing. I'm fairly happy with it. It was
great, yeah.
It was patchy. There's a lot of stuff. Move back. You can just tell me, man.
Yeah, move back just a touch.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff that I do need to improve on, but I need to figure out how those decks work, really, because it is different to what I've used, and I've not touched decks in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So that the idea of it was, I'd been meaning to get back into it, so that would kind of force me to do it. Is if I'm live on radio, and I've signed up to do it every week, I'm gonna have to do it and do it fairly well.
Yeah. So
did
you used to sort of do a bit of DJing?
I mean, not really. At home.
Yeah.
I had a friend who DJ'd. Well, two friends who have DJ'd, and I just got some like shitty little decks, and I had to go on there,
right.
And it's fun. I really enjoy it. But
I was a big fan of the Kneecap song.
Yeah.
Talking of Kneecap, we saw them at Leeds Festival.
We did see them at Leeds Festival.
Yeah.
They were bloody brilliant.
They were incredible.
Fantastic. Yeah. We went to Leeds Festival over the summer. Me and Ramsey and Chris, among other people, lots of other people, and we enjoyed ourselves very much. We saw all kinds of people.
Sensational. Highlights for me: Wonderhorse, of course.
Yeah.
Fontaines, of course. Kneecap, LG. Standard. Yeah.
But I'd add Blink 182 for that for me.
I didn't see them. But
how good were the Viagra Boys?
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Viagra Boys. I need to listen to them actually.
So I've listened to a few of their songs. Viagra Boys, for people who don't know, are a kind of, what would you say? They're kind of punk, but also kind of post-punk as well. There's a lot of kind of electronic elements.
Punky,
there was a guy with a saxophone. It was good fun.
yeah.
But I'd heard a few of their songs, and I thought they were like a fairly new up-and-coming band.
Yeah,
And they've been
around
going
ages.
around for about
Yeah.
30 years.
They're definitely
So-
a live band, though. I think you've,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You got to experience it.
Well,
live.
the album, I think their most recent album with songs like Punk Rock Loser and Sports, which are two of their biggest songs,
Yeah.
that I assumed was their debut.
Right.
And it definitely, as far as I know, is not, because they've been going around for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, they've said they've done Leeds Festival like 6-7 times.
Right. Okay.
For an American band, that's a lot,
Yeah.
you know. And they said it was a lot better than Reading, because Reading,
Of course.
I've never been, but I assume it's a shithole.
Yeah. And it was my first time at a festival. Really.
Yeah,
enjoyed
mine
it.
as well, actually.
Very much enjoyed just sort of the communal sort of feeling as well. You know, you go outside your tent in the morning and someone's there sitting on.
Not the communal toilets, though. Didn't enjoy
No,
that.
Definitely not. No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Vile. And have you got anything to talk about? Like, any changes over the summer? Any news?
I mean, not personal news.
No?
Not at all. Well, to be fair, I'm getting distracted. I did want to do this at the beginning. But, Chris, if you could sit up for this, because I'm going to involve you in this conversation. I don't know what you were doing down there, but you kind of I think you were eating a sandwich.
I was eating a sandwich,
Yeah.
but I'm scared of the technicians.
Yeah, no food or drink in this room, please. I was eating a sushi roll earlier on that chair, just like looking out the window and then like sneaking about your sushi and putting it straight down.
I'm having my second Greg spaghetti of the day. But
Yeah, well, I don't know if either of you know this, but as today is the 10th of October, 2024, on the date of recording, it is World Mental Health Day.
Oh,
wow.
And I'd like to start with a quick check-in. Go. How are you feeling?
Do you want to go first?
yeah, I can do. I'm very, very happy right now. I'll be honest. I bought some new books. I'm eating a Greg's baguette. Podcasts are back. Life's pretty good. Yeah, I can't really complain. I'd say
Don't
on
know
the
much better than
whole,
that.
I'm a very happy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the same. You know, I'm enjoying having some sort of structure in my life now.
Oh, definitely,
Not
yeah.
sort of just wasting the day away like you do over summer. It's just sort of doing nothing at home. Yeah, it's nice to have days filled with things to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same with me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. I've finished all my lectures, all my seminars for today.
Yep.
I've been excited to do this podcast all day, and I'm here, and it
Yeah.
doesn't even feel real.
Weekend incoming.
Weekend incoming.
And
but
we're playing football.
I'm not. I'm working.
Gav's not. But yeah, we've started. I mean, me and Chris are now playing in a uni social league, so
Well, I am as well, just
Well,
not,
yeah,
not
yeah.
on Sunday.
so that should be exciting.
Yeah,
We'll have to keep you posted on that because that is going to be a lot of fun, and we can put clips up.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing
Look out
that's going to be more all in good sport, but it is.
Oh, All in Good Sport will be doing a weekly highlights watch
Yeah.
of the game. I'm putting highlights package together.
That's
and
great.
we're going to watch it every week on All in Good
Yeah.
Sport, which will be a lot of fun.
I don't imagine I'm going to make many appearances on that.
Oh, but when
highlight
you
reel.
do.
When I do. I mean,
do.
I scored in training the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like right at the left, like all the way back, and I was through on goal in a very messy goal. It just kept bouncing off everybody, and it was like nobody went to stop me. And I was like, I might actually score here, and I did. I was like, wow.
That says something about the rest of
That
us.
I mean, look, it wasn't
Yeah.
a great performance on the day. We were cancelled, waterlogged pitch on an Astro, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Utter woke nonsense.
Utter woke nonsense. Freaking woke bullcrap, if you ask me. It's get a mop. There was pools of water on the pitch. Get a mop, get a brush, clean it up.
Yeah,
The 9 a.m. kickoff went ahead,
I know.
and it was raining more then.
Yeah, silly.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But we've got time for Musish.
We have got time for Musish. That doesn't get called off because we're indoors.
Yes.
It's not even been raining today. Weather's been pretty good.
So should we get into the thick of things? Should we talk about an album?
Well, I was just going to talk about music over the summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because it's been a busy summer for
It
music.
especially for bands I like and you like.
Yeah, I mean, look, these are all things that really would have been nowhere near as topical as they are as they were anymore, and feel like we should have been talking about them about 2 months ago. But you know, we've had it's been a brat summer.
Yeah,
It's been a Brat summer. Charlie XCX.
An album that I have not listened to.
Brat has taken the world by storm.
Have you listened to it?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I did enjoy it. It
Yeah,
was good.
People have been...
There's loads of
Fair enough.
remix albums and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. But I mean, I feel it's the 10th of October today, and we're sat here talking about Brat, so I feel very out of date.
Yeah.
But that kind of ruled the summer. That, and as far as pop goes, Sabrina Carpenter
Yes.
with Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
Obviously, Espresso came out, I want to say May, just before summer.
Yeah.
Perfectly timed to be a song of the summer, which I think it was.
Yeah.
Please, Please, Please.
Taste.
Yeah, and then that album came out. What I thought was her debut, because she has been, like, she's very recently kind of really gained popularity. So she was opening for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Espresso just, like, came out completely out of nowhere and just took over the internet. And then I thought, Short and Sweet, this will be good. She's releasing her debut. She has more albums than Bob fucking Dylan. Like she's got so many albums, and I haven't listened to
her
any
debut
of them.
came out in 2018, so
Yeah,
she's been around for.
She's got like 8 albums or
Yeah.
something
But
ridiculous.
also, she was a Disney Channel kid.
She was a
So
Disney
she's
Channel
been
kid.
knocking
Yeah.
about sort of musically for a
Yeah.
long time.
It's
Yeah.
nice to have just like a pop star again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been waiting for a pop star.
Well, I think this summer has those two, Charlie XX and Sabrina Carpenter, are both almost battling it out to be a genre-defining pop star.
Yeah.
Because
I think they have slightly different audiences. It does
they
feel that-
do have slightly different audience, and they're very different kind of genres as far as pop goes. I think
Yeah.
pop music is interesting because it constantly has its finger on the pulse
Well, exactly.
of what people.
Yeah,
It's
by
popular
definition,
music. It's
yeah.
what people listen to at the minute.
Yeah.
And Charlie XX and Sabrina Carpenter, what they've got coming out at the minute, or has come out very recently, is so different stylistically. So you've got like Sabrina Carpenter's kind of taking us back to like 2018 Dua Lipa, which in turn is taking it back to like 70s kind of disco. All those beats are very like reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
So it's more like feel good summer,
They're just
kind
good,
of
good
funky
songs,
disco
you know,
stuff.
just-
And then Charlie XX, you've got like almost kind of trap beats, very electronic
yeah.
influence.
Bit more experimental.
And I think with pop music, when an album like Brat comes out,
Yeah.
that will define the genre for a fair few years.
Yeah.
Like, that will change how pop is made and how people listen to pop.
Yeah.
But Sabrina Carpenter also blowing up with a completely different style.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
going to be very interesting to see what the genre kind of, how it kind of conforms to that, and,
Yeah,
and
well,
will it?
It's interesting that after sort of 60 years of having popular music, there's still new things coming out, new
Yeah.
genres, new styles. You know, I always think like, how can music possibly like sort of go on? But it seems to
It's doing all right for itself, isn't it, music?
Yeah,
It's
I mean, it's
got legs.
Been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the two big ones for me over summer: Fontaine's album, Wonder Horse album.
Yeah, Romance and Midas.
Yes, which
Respectively.
I thought were both very, very good.
Yeah.
I thought one outshined the other.
I think we'd
For
both
me,
we'd both
Fontaine's-
agree that Romance is the better album.
Yeah.
I do prefer Midas, and there's been a lot of
I've listened to Midas
of
more,
ink
but that's
spilled.
because I prefer Wonder Horse's sort of vibe as a band.
Yeah.
Like, I feel I resonate a bit more with it.
I think Romance is a much better album, just
Yeah,
like
I mean,
objectively.
yeah.
I think Romance is arguably the best thing they've put out. Maybe just under Skinty Fear, but
Yeah, Skinty Fear's pretty perfect for me.
I think there's highs in Romance that top Skinty Fear. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Romance is definitely a lot more. I mean, I'd say experimental, but I sort of mean they experimented from what they were doing before.
Yeah.
So they've gone sort of a bit more sort of alternative indie pop, rather than the sort of like 2 chords, like rhythm based, like rock songs that they were coming out with before. Yeah, and I mean, both are excellent. And
They're very good.
The Wonder Horse album was interesting because, I mean, they came out with 5 singles before, so you sort of...
I mean, we'd heard
what
most
it's-
of the album before.
Yeah,
I think
you
there
knew what
was
it's gonna be
probably
like.
about 5 songs on the album that we hadn't heard.
Yeah, July, which is just
Phenomenal,
outrageous.
yeah.
Yeah, and they sort of went a bit more grungy, a bit sort of. They drew it back a bit. They went more simple. And I didn't like it as much as Cub. I mean, Cub for me, we talked about it
I
on the
would
podcast,
agree. Yeah.
is a perfect album because I think they sort of went. Jacob Slater wanted to write songs for a band rather than songs that he wanted to write that were then played by a band. So instead of him having songs that he's written played by a band, he's written songs for a band.
I'm going to step in and help you. Cub is a Jacob Slater album performed by a band.
Yeah,
Midas is a Wonder Horse
That's exactly
album.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because I could see the cogs turning there. You were struggling.
Yeah.
You didn't know. No food and drink, please, Chris. Put that bottle of Coke down. Yeah, I mean, music's looking pretty good at the minute, isn't it? There's a lot to get excited
We're
about.
seeing Wonder Horse
We
next
are.
weekend.
Next
which
weekend.
I
I've got the
cannot
day
wait
off
for.
work.
Yeah.
Shout out to Neve for stepping in, taking that shift.
Friend of the
Thank
pod.
you, Neve. I don't think she listens,
Nyom.
but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Neve, thanks for taking that shift. Because we're going to go and see Wonder Horse in Manchester.
Yes.
Not in Leeds. They're playing in Leeds the day before, but
Yeah.
we couldn't
get
go.
tickets.
Couldn't get tickets.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Are you coming, Chris?
I'm not. I didn't. When you guys all bought tickets, I didn't really listen to Wonder Horse. I listened to a bit more now.
Yeah.
Like I listened to them to the point now where I would go and see them, and having seen them at Leeds Fest, I would go and see them, but I didn't get a ticket.
There are no tickets going. They all
No.
sold out.
Tickets were cheap as well.
Yeah,
They were
'Cause
cheap.
when we got them, they weren't actually as big as they are
No.
now. They've,
No,
I think the
they've
festival
blown
season
up.
really helped them out,
yeah, definitely.
and obviously the album.
Yeah.
But Kneecap's another one where we wanted to go and the tickets are sold out,
yeah,
that's broken my heart.
yeah.
But hey,
Well, I'm tempted to go and see Fontaines in London, and half the reason is because Kneecap are opening for
Yeah.
them. I think that'd be good fun.
if I liked Fontaines enough, I would join you on that. But
Yeah.
I just can't get into them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Have you got any more gigs lined up? Going to see anyone?
No.
No. I'm seeing Slow Dive next year, which I cannot wait for. We're getting into a lot more sort of shoegaze. I think in weeks to come, I'll probably bring maybe a Slow Dive album, maybe
Absolutely.
My Bloody Valentine album. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring that in.
Talking about my music taste, should we dig into Black Country New Road?
I was going to say, talking about gigs, should we talk about what we've been up to?
Oh, true, yeah. Wow, you're better at this than me, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Stop trying to move on to the albums, man. This
Yeah.
is we're doing a bit of housekeeping first.
yeah, the Dew Lakes are back.
The Dew Lakes are back,
Yeah.
back in force,
Better
back
than
like,
ever.
back like they never left.
Yeah.
Which they didn't, I suppose. It was what,
3
months hiatus.
Yeah, we had a gig over summer.
We did. We in
my hometown,
sunny Blackpool,
Yeah, which was
city
good.
of 1,000 dreams.
Yeah, there weren't many people there, but it went well.
Is that an official tagline?
yeah.
Is it actually?
No.
Blackpool state of mind. You know,
when you drive into Blackpool, there's a sign that says, "A great place to visit, a better place to live." that is just
I would
bollocks.
argue it's a much better place to visit than to live.
Absolutely, yeah.
Having been to Polton-le-Fylde, which is where you are actually from, I thought it was a lovely place. I
Yeah.
absolutely.
Great
I
pork pies.
I thought the pork pies were. Stop lip syncing at me. I don't know what you're doing. Are you trying to tell me
No, I
something?
wasn't saying anything. I was just laughing at you.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, the pork pies. What's the bakery called?
The pork shop.
The pork shop
Yeah.
has
Award-winning pork
yeah,
pies.
get it up on Google right now.
Yeah.
Award-winning pork pies, and they tasted like it.
If anyone wants to taste the greatest pork known to man, come to Polton-le-Fylde.
And then you can go and get a pork pie.
That's all that it's got going for it. It's got a pork pie. It's got spoons, to be fair. We
It's
went
got a
spoons.
booths.
It's got booths.
Booths is wonderful.
True.
Uncle D's famous sausage.
Oh no, that's what, Uncle D's famous sausage is so good.
Who is Uncle D?
Honestly, it's so good.
I don't remember an Uncle D.
Yeah, Uncle D's famous sausage.
I've been in this shop and Uncle D was not there. I don't know
Wow,
who's.
look at that pork pie.
I don't know whose uncle that man is.
It's Uncle D.
Uncle D had a recipe book in 2005.
Yeah, and we had a gig a few nights ago
A
at
few nights ago, yes.
Pack Horse, which was probably, it's the Dew Lake's biggest gig thus far.
I would argue
it's not your biggest gig.
It's not
that
my
you've done,
biggest
you know?
gig, no, obviously
course,
not.
but
But
it went well, very well.
well, we were about just under 40 people there, I'd say.
Yeah.
Pretty good show.
And we had Just Married, who
Just
we're
Married
planning
on
to
the-
get on the podcast.
Yeah, well,
fairly soon.
hopefully next week.
Yes.
Just checking schedules.
Who were
Just
great.
Married. I mean, they've not got anything released yet, obviously, but as a live band,
Very, very good.
I feel weird saying it because like they're our friends, but like they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
very good as a live band.
And we had
Ben, as the frontman, is like he's so energetic. It's
very,
really,
very good, yeah. Good singer as well.
He's a very good singer.
I
He's
like
got a
the
great
sort
voice.
of rasp at the top of his voice.
And Harry, is it Harry the bass player? Is
I
that
don't
Harry?
know what his name is, actually.
I'm pretty sure it's Harry.
Yeah.
I hope it's Harry.
He's a lovely fella.
He's a lovely fella, and
they're all
he's got a good voice as well. He does backing vocals.
Yeah.
He's got a really good voice.
Yeah. And Painted Ceilings.
Painted Ceilings, we had them on
who
X.
have got an album out now.
They do. Two lads from New Brighton.
Yeah.
They've got the full band is. I don't know how many people are in it. I think
I
four.
think it's a 4-piece. Yeah.
But two of them have just started in Leeds Uni. So they kind of came in very last minute.
Yeah, and they did a few.
They did a
sort of
few
60s covers.
yeah, a
The
few,
Who,
few
Beatles,
covers, acoustic, and then
Paul McCartney.
did two of their own originals. One was a single, "Caught Between Two Minds." It's
Yeah.
really
Was
really
that
good.
the first one that they played?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was a big fan of
that's
that.
a really good
I-
song.
I
You should
told them
have you
it-
listened to it on like the actual studio version
I've
of
not,
the band.
No.
Really good. It's better. Like they were very good acoustic.
Yeah.
The actual studio version is really good.
It sort of gave me sort of Last Shadow Puppets sort of vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not listened to the album yet because I've had to listen to the albums for today. But their album is called shit. I
Yeah,
should know
They did
this.
tell us, didn't they?
They did tell us.
They were nice
I
lads as
asked
well.
specifically so I could talk about it on the podcast. Bear with me. Their album is called Maybe There's a Difference, with the single Caught Between Two Minds.
Yes.
Also on Spotify.
Give that a listen.
Give it a listen. They're really good. Really nice people.
Bigger than us, they are.
They are.
1,000 followers on
They
Instagram, you know.
But they were lovely.
Yeah.
Come in, lastminute.com.
Yeah.
Um,
And they
did a
brought
cracking
in a
set.
few people as well.
They did. Well, their friends came to see them. They were
Yeah.
all seemed nice. Didn't speak to them, but they all seemed nice. They're very nice when they were buying tickets.
Yeah.
Me and Ramsey were on
On
door.
door. Sold
Say-
a few tickets on door.
Yeah.
Um,
Bit of cash. Bit of
yeah,
cash.
cash
Put
in
that
hand.
away. Cash in hand. And some on card as well if anyone from HMRC is listening. we declare all of that, I think. I don't know. Leave it with Joe Rainbow, our resident lead guitarist and accountant, is sorting out all the ticket money. He said he was doing that last night. So if any of that goes undeclared, me and Ramsey have zero part in that, and the Dew Lakes are not to be held responsible.
Yeah.
Just getting that out of the way now.
It's all Joe Rainbow.
It is entirely Joe Rainbow. Should we talk about an album?
Yeah, absolutely. Or we could talk about
Fuck yeah.
the fact that we've got a gig.
Oh, we have. Yeah. No, we should do that,
Yeah.
shouldn't we? Yeah. Yeah, we've got 2 gigs coming up. One, probably the day after this is released.
Yes.
I'd say we're getting this released tomorrow
I
morning.
could probably put this up tonight.
Tonight. All right, 2 days
Yeah.
after this is released. In the HMV in Bradford.
Yeah. Joe Rainbow organised this gig, completely ignoring the fact that there's any other people in the band.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to us, we are hiking off to Bradford on Saturday morning. The gig is at 2 in the afternoon. From-
on a Saturday in Bradford.
In HMV. So, if any of you still use HMV for whatever reason, no, that's a lie. I do like HMV. But should you need to buy some CDs or some posters, come in and see the Dew Lakes if you're
Yeah.
Bradford based.
We'd love to see it.
We'd love to see it. We'd love you to turn up.
And then a slightly more accessible gig.
Yeah,
a
for people
Porto
who are Leeds based, we're going to a Porto on Coal Lane.
on the
28th, I believe.
Oh, I'm not sure, you know.
Because I've been telling people it's the 28th. I'd like to
I've been
think it
telling
is.
people it's the 25th or the 27th.
You have been telling people it's the 25th.
I think it might be the 27th.
Pretty sure it's 28th. Just gonna put that out there. Get ahead of it. Yep, Monday, 28th of October. Suck it.
I see.
Yeah, us, the Dissidents, who you will have seen on the podcast,
Yep.
and Sun in Suburbia, who I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, no clue.
Don't know them. No clue.
So
Very
different.
good. Yeah, a Porto, lovely little bar. Great Guinness.
Yeah, it's an Irish bar, isn't it? Or there's an Irish bar.
There's an
in-
Irish bar
yeah. No, it's a
inside
nice
of it, which is
spot,
pretty
yeah.
cool. The
It'd be
Guinness
nice
is
to do a gig there.
Well, we are 28th of October, Ramsey. Get your head in the
Are you
game.
there?
Guinness is phenomenal in there. It's very very
Yeah.
tasty.
Can't say I'm a big fan of Guinness, but
Oh, you will if you have it in there.
okay.
Yeah, it's being promoted by Outplayed Events, who are our friend Amir's
Yes.
production
Yeah, yeah.
was it promotions company
yeah.
is the word. Yeah, I think he's in third year of uni now, and he's putting up a little promotions company,
Yeah.
a big promotions company. He's going to
Yeah,
take over
it's
the
gonna-
world.
it's gonna be
But
massive.
he's done a promotions company to the way he explained it to me was to leave a bit of a legacy,
Yeah.
which I think, you've got Dissidents, you've got Sun in Suburbia, you've got the Dew Lakes, you're gonna have a legacy
That's
left
got
there.
legacy written all over it.
I mean, Dissidents obviously are a brilliant band.
Yeah.
Sun in Suburbia I'm not familiar with, but if Amir's picked them, they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you've got us, and we're all right, so we're pretty good.
We're sensational.
We're sensational. We're something
And
different.
he's a lovely fella, I mean.
We're
as well.
genre defined. He's
So
a
you
lovely
should
fella.
you should support him.
You should give him your money
By
just for
coming
that.
to our gig.
Yeah, as also support us.
Should get him on the podcast.
We absolutely
Definitely,
will.
yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
were going to last year,
We will.
and then we never. So,
Yeah.
but we will
Summit
this year.
hits us.
He doesn't know it yet, but
Yes.
he's going to be here.
Yeah.
Through hook or by crook, we're going to get him here.
through hook or by crook.
It's a great saying that. Yeah. Tickets are what, like £5? I think they're £5.
Something like that, yeah.
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 You can spare £5. Come on.
It's like a meal deal in a bit, you know.
Yeah, like it's
It's like a meal deal and then getting a packet of swashies for dessert, you know.
yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
That's £5. Come on,
Yeah.
man. You can play that. All right. I think fourth time
for the
lucky.
main event.
Fourth time lucky. Can we talk about an album, or you
Yes.
just stop me? Yes.
Which one would you like to talk about?
Well, you led us into Black Country New Road earlier, so
Yeah.
let's do a bit of that.
I actually listened to this album for the first time this summer. So, in podcasts prior, I was unaware of their discography. But over summer, I've become obsessed by Black Country New Road. And I've had a lot of friends sort of recommend them to me for a while. So, I was due to listen to them. And I'm extremely glad I did because they are incredible. They're a band from London. They're a large
Cambridge.
band. Sorry?
Cambridge.
Yes, but they met in London.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
But they were formed in Cambridge.
Oh.
Says
Well, they
Wikipedia.
went to music college in London. I'm pretty sure.
Origin, Cambridgeshire, England.
Okay. Well, they formed in Cambridge.
Maybe they gig in London.
Yeah. And they're
They've been to London.
they're a big band. They've got they're not a big band as in your like trombones and all that stuff, but they've got a pianist, a violinist, a trombonist, 2 guitarists, a singer. I'm pretty sure that's it. But
I mean, imagine trying to organise rehearsals.
yeah.
That'd be a nightmare.
And this album came out in 2022. Ants from Up There, and a lot of sort of music lovers adore this album.
They love it.
At the end of 2022. It was all like top of the albums of the year list and stuff like that. And yeah, it's sensational. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, it's not my thing. But, well, it is a bit. Some of it was my thing. A lot of it wasn't. A lot of it felt very music nerd to me,
Yeah, no, I get
Um,
that. Yeah,
which sometimes winds me up. Like Basketball Shoes, the final song, we've discussed this song before, and I think it's a good song. But
yeah.
I think it's a very good song, but it is 12 minutes long.
yeah,
And yeah, exactly. The face that Chris is making now, it was a
but-
grimace. It was a grimace.
See, I don't understand this. And Nat said the same thing. He didn't listen to this song because he saw it was 12 minutes. But if that's 3 4-minute songs, you're going to listen to those 3 4-minute songs.
Yeah, because it's not the same thing for 12 minutes.
Yeah, but this isn't the same. I mean, there's different parts to this song. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is it any different?
He's not listening to it. Don't look at him. He's not going to help you.
I'm not on your side here.
Stop trying to tag him in.
it just annoys me. Yeah.
Sorry, Ramsey. I apologise for that. I mean, I've described to you as it being, and this is a crude comparison, but it's also erotic asphyxiation in music form. I think it's very, it's. What's that thing, the Family Guy thing with the Godfather, where he's like, it insists upon itself. That's what they're doing here, I think. I think. And I like the song, and I like the album a lot. But
I
also, I think have a
it-
bit of restraint. Just a little bit.
God,
For
this-
reference, having not listened to this album, I don't understand necessarily what you mean by that. Can you like explain that a little bit more?
he's basically saying they're pretentious and up
Oh,
their
okay.
own arse.
Oh, I
And-
see what you like.
To
it
an
now, that makes
extent, but
sense.
also I think it is very. I think sometimes you kind of need to go, does this necessarily need to be 12 minutes? And my perspective on that song is no, it doesn't. I think there could be some songs that need to be 12 minutes. I don't think Basketball Shoes does.
I think it absolutely does. Because, I mean, the first 4 minutes of the song is this big sort of build-up. Instruments get layered on top. You get the saxophone line come in. It starts with the guitar line, and it builds up to this verse, and then that all strips down. I mean, it's like a journey. I don't know. It sounds so cringy, but it climaxes to this massive ending, and it's the ending of a huge album as well. It needs to be this long. What?
I mean, Trish. I mean,
And
it
the-
is a
oh,
journey.
and the ending is just unbelievable.
It's a journey that I think could have been taken by car and sped up a bit. That's what I think.
My blood pressure's gone through the roof here.
A personal highlight for me on this album was, which I believe is their most popular song,
It is. Yeah.
the place where he inserted the blade.
Yeah.
I thought that was really,
Phenomenal
really,
song,
really
yeah.
good. I really liked that. And I will definitely go back and listen to that and maybe add it to my playlist
Yeah.
just so I can listen to it even more.
I think that's probably the most sort of easily.
I've just opened up Microsoft Copilot, your AI companion. I didn't know this thing exists. Get it away. I don't want AI on my computer.
I think that's probably the most sort of easily accessible song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd argue.
You don't have to sort of dig into it to like it. I think a lot of these songs are quite strange on first listen, and then
Yeah.
once you sort of get used to the sound, you enjoy it a bit more. I mean, especially like Chaos Space Marine, which is just
Yeah.
a mental.
That was
song.
good, though. I really
Yeah.
liked it.
An intro. I mean, the flow from intro.
That was
Chaos Space Marine.
I
is-
like when albums have two songs that they join together.
Flow
I'm
into
like,
each other, yeah.
"Whoa." You know, it is really cool.
Yeah.
Concord, you've played for me before.
Sensational song.
That's a really good song. And you never get it, but I think it sounds like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah, I
Beatles.
don't really understand that.
I think rhythmically it does.
Yeah.
It's almost in a, not show off, but iambic pentameter. It's that dun 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 dun. I mean, that was not iambic pentameter what I've just done, but it was similar.
Yeah, like heartbeat sort of.
That's
feel.
not what. No, but you know, like. I think it
Is
is.
iambic pentameter the like dum that kind of shit?
Yeah.
The heartbeat sort of feel.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what iambic pentameter is.
Yeah, go on. Why not? Sure.
Bread song.
Bread song. I like that.
I love how the first section is sort of atmosphere based. I mean, they're just trying to create this big sound, this sort of feeling, and then the second half of the song is a lot more rhythm based. It's more sort of what you'd imagine as a song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about
I like the
having
switch.
toast in the bed. I picked up on that lyric.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, the lyrics.
Imagine having toast in your bed. Oh, that'd be horrible.
Yeah,
All those crumbs.
the lyrics are quite complicated, aren't they? You've got to sort of have a few listens to understand them.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on many lyrics, but the ones that I did hear, I thought they were cool.
Yeah, I mean,
They're very weird, very surreal.
yeah. The lyric that kills me is the lyric on Basketball Shoes at the end, where he says, "Your generous loan to me, your crippling interest," and he's talking
Wowee.
about this relationship where it was like all give and no take. Like
Something
he
about-
gave everything to it and he got nothing back.
There was a lot of stuff about breakups and bad relationships in this
Yeah.
album.
And I think a lot of it is about his relationship with the band as well, because a few days before this album came out, he announced his departure from the band,
yeah,
which is very sad because it means I can't see any of this live. They're still touring, but it's not the same without Isaac, who's the lead singer and lyricist. And
did he
songwriter.
give a reason for leaving?
He did, and well, I'm not sure he gave a specific reason, but he came out with some sort of letter explaining that he was leaving the band. I'm not sure he gave a specific reason, but yeah, it's sad.
The reason that Wikipedia states, and I don't know the sort of ins and outs of this, but it was the reason apparently cited was struggles with his mental health.
Yeah. And I mean, I think you can see from the music he writes and the lyrics he writes that he is quite a complicated character that obviously suffers a lot with mental health issues. Yeah. But at least he's got some sort of outlet for it.
He's going solo now, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
I thought you said he was.
No, I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah, but this is definitely the album that I've been enjoying the most.
I think
this
even
summer.
if he doesn't ants from up there, that's gonna stick.
Yeah, it's gonna live on.
He'll
for
be talked about for a
good
very long
while.
time, I think.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Black Country New Road. I used to think they were a heavy metal band, so I never listened to them.
Oh, really?
I thought Black Country New Road. That sounds like that sounds.
I
way
always
too
thought it
heavy
sounded
for
a
me.
bit sort of. I mean, it is sort of folk rock, isn't it?
Yeah,
but I
kind
always
of.
thought
Yeah.
it was going to be a bit sort of like Lumineers type, sort of
Hey ho.
shitty folk. Yeah.
I didn't realise Black Country New Road is named after the road New Road, which is, I don't know where specifically in the Black Country, but Black Country is like Wolverhampton,
Yeah,
West
yeah,
Brom, my kind of
The Black
area.
Country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they're talking it. How you guys speak down there in the middle.
Right, you said you've got a few topics that you want to.
Well, we've gone through one of them.
Wanna
That
touch-
was the pop thing, but I do want to touch on musical biopics.
Yeah.
You're a film man.
Nice.
You're
Yeah.
a film man, Ramsey. You like your films,
I do.
as do I. And I've, in my time, seen a fair few musical biopics. There are 4 musical biopics. And I say biopics, and you're going to think I'm being annoying when I'm saying that, or doing it for comedic effect. That's how that word is said. Don't say
Yeah.
biopics.
I believe
It's
it.
not
I think
biopic.
everyone says biopics, right? That's
Oh,
the
I've heard
commonly
so many-
No,
agreed.
I do say biopics. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you would.
Yeah. But it makes more sense that it's biopic because you
It
say
is.
biography.
Yeah, it's a biopic.
Yeah.
But I get picture. I get that. But it's not. So you're wrong. Yeah, there's yeah, exactly. There's 4 that I can think of that are slated to come out. 2 fairly normal ones and 2 ones that are a bit weirder.
Yeah.
No, because you know what this.
Yeah, I'm not going to say, but I know what
Yeah.
you... Yeah.
So I from your look of confusion, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
So first of all, we've got something about Bruce Springsteen. There's a film about Bruce Springsteen. It's not about it's not like a traditional biopic where he's, it starts off before his career and it ends and it shows all these different pictures of this is how many times Bruce Springsteen has done all this. It's a very specific part of Springsteen's career where he was writing, I think, Darkness on the Edge of Town, which from what I have heard from the Springsteen fans that we know, God knows that we are not really Springsteen
I have
fans.
listened to that album.
You have listened to it. Do you like it?
No.
No.
I
Well, there you go.
really do not.
We're
like
not
it.
really Springsteen fans,
Yeah.
sorry. Not Darkness on the Edge of Town, apparently Nebraska.
Yeah, that's the one that Joe said.
Yeah.
Joe Rainbow is a massive Springsteen fan. He said I'd probably like that one the most. It's a bit more.
It's supposed to be his most depressing
Yeah, I think it's just him and an
album.
acoustic guitar.
It's him and an acoustic guitar. So it's about the making of that and kind of where his mental space was there. And
That should be quite interesting.
I think that will be a
Yeah.
really. I will go and see that.
'Cause
Also
I don't
because
like his music, but I know he's an interesting figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Jeremy Allen White's playing him.
Jeremy, I was
he
about
is
to
a,
say.
he is a brilliant actor.
have you seen The Bear?
Oh, The Bear is one
Oh,
of the...
yeah, that
TV
phenomenal.
shows wise, there's nothing that does it better right now, I don't think. In terms of that kind of TV space.
I was a bit disappointed by season 3.
Season 3, I thought was a letdown, but 1 and
Yeah.
2 were very,
I
very
mean,
strong.
season
And have you seen
2
The Iron
is
Claw?
Iron Claw is so
Oh
good.
my God, and he was good.
Incredible
I mean,
film.
Efron was...
Efron was.
that's a
Efron was
whole-
really good.
Yeah.
He made me cry. At the
Yeah,
end of
he
that
made
film.
me cry.
Yeah.
That film was just depressing, wasn't it?
It's one of the hardest watches I
Yeah,
think
it's
I've had.
horrible. Yeah.
Like the back half of that film is just sad.
It's just uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got a complete unknown coming out. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Bob Dylan biopic with Timothy Chalamet.
Right. Okay.
I've seen
That should be interesting.
I've seen some trailers. I think he's going to do a pretty good job in it. I saw that and I thought, can Timothy Chalamet, has he got
Has he
Dylan in him?
Yeah.
I think he does. He can do a pretty good Dylan impression, especially singing. He sounds a lot like Bob Dylan, I
Okay.
think.
I'm not a huge Dylan fan, but again, he's
yeah.
had a very interesting.
I
life,
like
so-
a lot of Dylan. I think it's a bit more of a traditional kind of. I think it's about when he went electric, from what I can tell.
Right. Okay.
Because obviously he started off as just very traditional folk. He's
Yeah.
got the harmonica around his neck and an acoustic guitar. But then, as he gained more commercial success, he kind of moved towards more, electric guitar,
Yeah.
drum kit.
And he got a lot of backlash from
a lot of backlash, and
original
that
fan.
seems to be what the film is about.
Right. That should also
A
be
complete
very good.
unknown, a lyric from like a Rolling Stone, saying that he was misunderstood with what he wanted to do. I think that looks really interesting.
Yep.
The trailer does this really cool thing. So the first one is "A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall," the song for that, and it's Timothée Chalamet singing that, and that's the first time anybody had heard Timothée Chalamet doing the Dylan voice.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know how good this would be. And I saw that trailer, and I was like, yeah, we're in good hands here. This should be good.
Yeah. I can't say I've been that impressed by Timothée Chalamet's acting.
I
In
think
June or.
Did you see him in Little Women?
I've seen Little Women.
He was really good in that, I thought.
Right. Okay.
I really,
I watched
I didn't
it quite a
expect,
while
I didn't
ago.
expect to like that film, and I really did enjoy
It's a
that
great
film.
film,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
I think he's very good in. Well, he's pretty good in A Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell, where he plays the drug addict.
Right.
I thought he was pretty good at that. Gave a pretty good performance. But I think French Dispatch, he's absolutely brilliant.
Actually, yes.
He's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. He's so good at playing such a smug arsehole.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's a great film.
that is a really good
That's an
film.
underrated Wes Anderson film.
But the second trailer does like a Rolling Stone,
Yeah.
but it puts emphasis on the complete unknown line, because obviously, like a Rolling Stone, the song puts emphasis on the line like a Rolling Stone,
Yeah.
because it would do. But just as that is as coming to a climax, these like big drums come in, and it goes like a complete unknown. Then it says the title of the film. And then just at the end of it, while they're showing like all the credits, it goes like a Rolling Stone. I thought that's cool.
Yeah.
For me, that seems like what they're doing is we're going to show you a different take. We're going to show you a different perspective on Bob Dylan, which I would like to see, because I like Bob Dylan a lot, and I don't know too much about his life, and I think it'd be interesting.
Edward Norton's also going to be in that. Who I
Edward
think
Norton
is
is brilliant. I mean,
yeah.
Edward Norton's good in everything,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's a very good guy as well. Got a lot of backlash.
Show me a picture
For
of Edward Norton.
You will know Edward Norton. Fight Club.
Oh yeah. I never know actors' names.
Yeah.
I can't put names to faces.
He got
I've noticed this. You're really bad with
Yeah,
actors'
yeah.
names. Like
'Cause I
I'll
watch a lot
mention
of films
someone.
and I
Yeah.
just don't know them.
He got a lot of backlash in the early 2000s for calling out Harvey Weinstein, I think,
Did he?
or refusing to work with Harvey Weinstein or something like that.
Wow.
And his career kind of was put on hold for quite a while.
No way. He's been in a lot of good shit. To be
Yeah,
fair.
he's very.
He was really good actually recently. I thought in the. Have you seen the sequel to Glass Onion? Oh, no, the sequel to Knives Out,
Yes,
Glass
yeah,
Onion.
yeah. He's good in that. Not
He-
a great film, but he's
No,
good. He's really
poor
good in
film, but there was some really good. But also, like Leslie Odom Jr. was in that, and I
Yeah.
want to see him in more films.
that. I mean, everybody in that film is really.
Yeah.
Batista.
But he's a
He
brilliant
blew
actor.
me away. He's
he
so good.
clears The Rock, and it's not even close
Oh, yeah.
in terms of WWE act. And also, like John Cena clears The Rock, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think The Rock's a
yeah.
very good actor.
No.
The Rock.
I mean, it's a pretty much a guarantee that if The Rock's in a film, it's going to be a poor film.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and The Rock's going to be paid about £80,000 million pounds
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, he's going to play The Rock in a film. He's going to come in and go, "I'm The Rock," and then just do that for a bit. Walk around, probably in jungle khaki. He's probably going to be in that. He's going to walk around, jump out of a helicopter, and punch somebody, and then he's going to be paid like the net worth of a small country. Like he's scamming a living, and he's doing it very well. I mean, he's making as much tequila as it's possible to make. You know, like,
I bet he drinks none of it as well.
yeah, oh, absolutely. You know, he won't touch the stuff. You know, probably messes with his anabolic steroids. I'm coming for you, The Rock. Yeah, we don't like you, The Rock, on
Friend of the
Musish.
pod. Enemy of the pod.
But what
Is The Rock the first enemy of the pod for the season?
I swear we've had an enemy of the pod.
No,
before.
I mean for this season.
For this season.
I can't remember. Surely you didn't get started with enemies of the pod last
Yeah,
season.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock, we're coming for you. He won't fly over here. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, he's too busy being in some shite film straight to Netflix, going, "I'm The Rock." But the two films that I was most excited to talk about are, number one, a biopic on Pharrell Williams. Is it? Yes. Which
Wow.
could be interesting.
That's
Here's
quite,
the
quite sort of
here's the
soon,
twist.
do you know what I mean?
Before you say anything, here's the twist. Well, guess. I want you to guess what the twist is. Both of these films that I'm going to talk about, There's a twist.
Is he playing himself?
I love that you brought this up, by the way.
This
is a very good
This is
segment,
exactly why I'm talking about it.
Well, I'm gonna hide that.
I'm pretty sure he has played himself, but he's playing himself in a different medium.
Right.
I don't think you'll guess
I'm
this.
not
No,
following
you
that.
absolutely won't. Or the next one. And I think you know what the next one's going to be.
If you guess the next one, I will be genuinely, like, unbelievably shocked.
No, you're gonna have to. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
Pharrell Williams biopic, all in Lego. There you go. There's a piece by piece. There's a little screen grab from it. Lego Man.
Right.
I don't know why. I like Pharrell Williams. I don't know if he's biopic. Where I said biopic.
Maybe
Is
he's
he-
mental.
No, but the thing is, he actually, like, the amount of shit that Pharrell has been a part of behind the scenes.
I mean, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hear dun 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 before a song,
Yeah.
Pharrell has made it. And there's a lot of songs that are very good that go dun dun.
But
dun,
also, he's
dun,
old.
dun.
Like, Pharrell is 51.
Is he?
He looks good for 51.
That's the thing. Like, you don't realise how he's actually, like, getting on a bit.
He's got lucky, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Black don't crack.
Hey, got lucky. Daft Punk.
Like,
And
he's
Pharrell
won
Williams.
13 Grammys, three Producer of the Years, been Oscar nominated twice. Like, he's got a story to tell.
What Oscar nominated?
He Best Original Song,
Oh, right.
Happy,
Yeah.
and
Makes
Best
sense.
Picture
Me Too.
because he worked to produce Hidden Figures,
Oh.
which I didn't know.
I haven't
Right, yeah.
seen Hidden Figures, but
Hidden
I know it's
Figures
supposed to be
is
really
great.
good. Yeah.
Very good film. Yeah.
Yeah. I will have to watch it.
He
I've been
also,
meaning to
I
watch
didn't
it.
know he's, you know, Billionaire Boys Club, the clothes brand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's his brand.
No way.
No,
I didn't know that. And he's
Do you
been
know what?
and
He
he's
probably
he's
is a
men's
billionaire.
creative since 2023. He's been men's creative director for Louis Vuitton.
I mean, he's a fashionable guy.
Yeah,
We've just
but-
seen the photos of him then. You know what? Roll on.
What a man! Get
Roll
this,
on
get
Pharrell
this,
biopic. Yeah. Lego or no Lego? I don't know why I said Lego. The next one is
this one.
4 count start. That's every.
Yeah.
If you ever hear a song
Duh,
that goes
duh,
duh
duh,
duh duh,
Yeah. Okay.
Pharrell has made it. That's his like.
You know, at the
producer
start of
tag.
Blurred Lines,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So you know,
Did that happen in Happy as well?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might
Must
seem.
be- yeah. Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Do you know what? Before I get onto the next biopic, I will. Pharrell. I've done this before and googled Pharrell Williams songs, and it is amazing how many he's actually produced.
Pharrell Williams, 30 greatest songs is what we're looking at. Why don't we go to the top 10?
Do you want me to put it on the-
Hollaback Girl.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That he did that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of the ones you'll know. Hot in Here, Nelly.
Yes.
Rock Your Body, Justin Timberlake. Obviously, Get Lucky.
Yeah.
Work It Out, Beyonce. Drop It Like It's Hot. Got Your Money, Old Dirty Bastard. I'm a Slave for You, Britney Williams, Britney Spears. I didn't even know he did a
Milkshake.
Franco. Milkshake.
That's a serious tune.
All Right, Kendrick Lamar.
But also, just Happy. Even if you just give Happy, you couldn't escape Happy for years after
Yeah,
it
no.
came out.
Yeah.
You go to sleep and hear that song.
Yeah.
He's very good for Pharrell Williams, and I'm curious for this film, and chances are I will watch it.
Oh, I'll watch it.
But I will probably, almost definitely watch it. However, a film I definitely will watch
Oh yeah,
is
one.
this next one, a Robbie Williams biopic, which I would already go and see.
Yeah.
Because come on, like how funny, Robbie Williams, that man. Like it starts off with him going, "My name is Robbie Williams. I'm the biggest pop star in the world." No, you're not. By the way, you never have been, Robbie Williams. You could argue that at one point in history, he was the biggest pop star in Britain. I'd hear that out.
Yeah.
In the world, Robbie Williams did not crack America. I'm sorry, but when this came out, everybody said, "Oh, I thought this was about Robin Williams." Right? Every American person, nobody knows he exists. He's not the biggest pop star in the
Can
world.
I just ask Ramsey? Don't look at the screen. I'm going to pull up the trailer,
Right, okay.
but don't look at the screen yet.
He's crazy. Yeah, that's a little clue. Is that it looks different to a normal biopic.
Right.
I want you to guess, and maybe we'll give clues until he gets it. So, what is different about Robbie Williams in this biopic. He says, at one, that is so good. That is so good.
You can see.
You
the
can
screen
look at
now.
the screen now.
There's no spoiler
I've
for you
just
there.
seen that bit with the football. That is so funny.
I'm so confused.
It's so.
When you see this, it'll make so much sense to you.
He says in the trailer, my name is Robbie Williams. I'm the biggest pop star in the world, but I've always seen myself as a little bit more wild or a little bit less human.
I think it's more wild, is what he said.
More wild, yeah. I
'Cause
think
less human feels
less
a bit
human.
weird.
Less human. It says later, I think.
Right, so that says to me that it's going to be some sort of like animated animal or something like that, maybe.
Kind of.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Are they all furries or something?
No.
No, not most.
And you know what? It's not an animated film.
It's not an animated film.
film.
No.
Right, is it going to be an animal with human voices dubbed over it or something?
Can I explain to you what this is?
Yeah.
Go on.
Better Man, trailer released 8 days ago, is a biopic about Robbie Williams and Robbie Williams' life, which, to be fair, is very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
he's had a crazy life, and I'd be interested in seeing a biopic of him anyway. Except in this one, everybody is normal. It's not like Pharrell where everyone's Lego. Everyone's normal, bar Robbie himself, who is a monkey.
Okay.
Let me.
Would you like to see the trailer?
Yeah, let's look at a bit of the trailer.
And so, if anyone who's listening on audio and even on video, they're not going to be able to see this. So, talk them through what
Can
you're
we?
seeing.
Can
Right,
we do?
okay.
Can we have
I'm
sound
going
on
to
for
have
this?
to come over a bit.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Should I put it on my laptop? Because
Because
you're not going to be able to see it anyway.
well, if we start them at the same time,
Yeah.
then they'll have the audio from that.
I wonder what goes through someone's head, though, when they think, right.
I'll be honest though, I
Dollar
think it looks
signs.
quite good.
And that's the weirdest. It does look quite good. I'd be interested in watching it.
Very odd, though.
My favourite bit is the bit where it zooms out on this big
Don't
stadium.
wait.
Oh,
No, don't yet.
How
I'm
long is
gonna
it?
watch it.
okay.
How long's this trailer?
A minute 23.
Right, okay. Yeah, we'll try and talk you through it.
Have you got it up?
You're on the One Media one. Get it from the very beginning.
Yeah, at the very beginning. I'm at
And we'll do
0.0.
We'll do a three. I've just got a third thing. That's something we've not discussed and probably won't discuss. My third recommended video from the Infographics show is Diddy Freak Off Party Explained. That happened over the summer, didn't it? Well, very recently, actually.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that because that's not really the vibe we want.
No.
Right.
Right.
Give me a 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
I know what you're thinking.
Right now,
The monkey.
a child monkey has just had a football kicked at him and children are laughing at him.
I'm one of the
We've seen the actual Robbie Williams.
but I've always seen myself a little less.
A little less human.
Evolved.
And now he's a monkey.
But it's the same director as The Greatest Showman, so it could be great.
Yeah. He's
It does look
the
visually
monkey's
very
just
interesting.
like, it's so funny because
It looks so blockbuster, though.
Is that what I mean? It's like mental.
Yeah.
Steve Pemberton, isn't it?
Yeah. Who is a great actor.
He keeps falling off things, this monkey. And now he's in the forest.
Oh, someone gave it 5 stars.
It does look quite
Yeah.
good.
This is
though.
my favourite bit, right? Listen to what he says. My favourite part of that trailer is when... Oh, hang on. Sorry. Why is he a monkey, first of all? Why is that happening? Why is he
Well,
that?
he's trying to say he's less evolved.
I
isn't
think, honestly, though, it does look quite good.
He does look quite good.
Oh,
my
I'm not
favourite part.
sure.
My favourite part of that trailer. Well, look, if it's good, it's not going to be fine, is it? It's either going to be
not gonna
very
win any
good
Oscars.
or it is going to be terrible.
he? Yeah.
But then I think,
Either way, I want to
yeah.
be there.
Oh, we will be there no matter what.
Yeah, I'm getting front row seats. My oh, here we go. Missed.
Oh.
My favourite part of that trailer is when it zooms out on this massive crowd, zooms back in on the monkey holding the microphone, and he says, "For the next 2 hours, your ass is mine." I love that. I think that's
I'm going to use that line.
I think that's very interesting for a monkey to be saying that. I think that's why is he doing that? What? Who put the monkey there? Why is he in the film? I don't know.
But I'm like,
I think people have got too much money.
But I think it's quite cool. Like, I think, you could have just done a standard Robbie Williams biopic. Why not do something a bit different?
I think. Well, I think
I would have enjoyed the standard one a bit more, though.
What I think that
I don't know.
I think what it is that in the UK that film will probably do quite well. There will be a lot of mums who go to see the Robbie Williams biopic, and they go, "I like Robbie Williams. I'll go and see that film." Worldwide, that film is going to tank. So you could play it in select theatres across the UK, or you could play it at film festivals. If you're showing that film, like do a worldwide release, it's going to make no money.
Yeah.
Because people in America, people in Brazil, they don't care about Robbie Williams. Of course they don't. Robbie Williams, he's probably done stuff in America. I don't know enough about Robbie Williams to say that, but I don't think it's anything massive. What are you looking at, by the way?
Sorry, there's a piece of paper like hanging off the thing, and it's
There is, some lady dropped loads of paper earlier, and
yeah.
So that is
Take That are a very just British boy band, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I think so. People are going to go and see. People in America are like, let's go and see the film about the British pop star played by the monkey. People are going to go and see that. Of course they are. And then people in this country who don't care about Take That or Robbie Williams because, as time goes on, Robbie Williams is becoming a thing that is only enjoyed by mums.
Yeah.
There's not many children today who like Take That.
if any, yeah.
But there might be people who don't care about Take That who are like,
They're
I
like
do
monkeys.
kind of want to go and see the Robbie Williams monkey film.
Yeah, true.
Because of course you do.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's a very smart business.
It's a good money-making scheme.
Yeah, because a Robbie Williams biopic is just not going to do anything, is it? And nobody cares. I probably wouldn't go and see it. It'd probably be quite good, be all right. I wouldn't care enough to see it.
But that's the thing. If it was just a standard biopic, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Absolutely not. No. I might go, do you know they're making a Robbie Williams biopic? And you go, ha ha ha.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
But it's a monkey.
That's the thing. It being a monkey is... It's going to be interesting irrespective.
I don't think that there is any possibility of that film being a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. That film is going to exist on like a horseshoe theory kind of thing.
Yes, yeah.
It is either going to be the worst film of all time or very good. My money is on the first one, but...
No, it could be so bad that it's amazing.
No, absolutely. It is going to be... Likely, it's going to be a terrible film that I will really like because it's the Robbie Williams monkey film.
Yeah.
That is arguably what it's going to be. So I pose this question to you, Ramsey.
Yes.
And Krish as well. What are some of your favourite music biopics?
Well, we went to see the Kneecap film over summer, didn't we?
Oh, wow.
Fantastic transition, by the way.
Great from you.
Which
You've
was
saved it there.
Sensational.
That's
one of
really
the
good
best
film.
films I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
In terms of enjoyment, I've not enjoyed many films as much as I enjoyed that film.
Yeah. And for anyone that's not seen it, the members of Kneecap play themselves.
And they are
including
phenomenal.
the masked teacher.
Yeah,
who's
DJ Pro.
DJ
who's
Pro.
the DJ. And throughout the film, I thought that it was an actor because obviously the teacher wears a mask for a reason, so I thought he wouldn't reveal himself. But yeah, they were all great actors. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
They all play themselves.
And then Michael Fassbender's in it.
Yeah, for some reason.
To be fair, it was just like I think he did it as like a supporting Irish film kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was so it was so well done, and obviously it was highly dramatized. Like I doubt a lot of the shit that happened in it happened. In terms of like the whole dad stuff, I'm like, okay, I don't think it was all that extreme.
Yeah.
But at the same time, such a fun film.
Apparently, a lot of the craziest stuff that happened in the film is true, and a lot of the more mundane stuff was made up just to kind of tie things together.
Right, okay.
Like him being the DJ Provi being caught and brought into school after being shown on live television with his bare ass out with Brits and out written on either cheek is a completely true story. So I think
I wonder if the bit where they've got the single coming out or something, but they've lost the music or something, and then they go into the school at about midnight and they get some decks from the school and mix it all.
They
I
use
wonder,
like
I
an
wonder if that
808.
was true.
It's possible.
I want to know if the girl that he's seeing,
Yeah,
and the whole policewoman. I want to know if what was going on in the bedroom there was actually what happened.
I doubt it. I feel like that bit's made
But I
up.
feel like if that's true, that is some of the most hilarious shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some truth in it.
Yeah.
I'd imagine a lot of them all three of them have probably lived very funny lives. Like a lot of funny things have happened to them considering the line of work they're in. I think it's really good that a film mostly in the Irish language has done as well as it has. I don't know how much worldwide it's been shown, but especially in England where that isn't shown. Like you don't.
It was the first Irish language film to be in the next category for Sundance, and it won the audience award for that. So it is doing critically very well.
The only really depictions of the Irish language that you see are in films and TV explicitly shown in Ireland. On certain channels like RTE and things like that. So it's very good that they've come out. They're releasing music in Irish, and they've got films coming out. Well, a film out, mostly in the Irish language, which is a language has been in a very fast decline for a long time and almost extinct. It's an endangered language, and I know a lot of people have come out of that and said, "I'm going to learn Irish." A lot of Irish people have gone, "This is the country that I'm from, and I don't speak the language of it.
Yeah.
Why not? These all can." So it's done a big thing for the language.
It comes from the music, though, doesn't it? I mean, people like the music, and the music is coincidentally in that Irish language, and so people are aware of the Irish language through the music.
People want to know what the lyrics are as well.
Yeah.
Like I know what some of the words in the songs mean because I'm like, oh, what were they saying? I don't speak the language.
Yeah.
But now I know a few words.
Yeah.
That language is being kept
I
alive.
didn't necessarily even. I mean, I sort of knew there was Irish Gaelic, but it never crosses my mind.
Can I stop you and say that it isn't Gaelic?
Right. Okay.
That is that because
It's just Irish, isn't
I've
it?
seen them in an
Is it
interview.
just Irish?
It's Irish. So the Irish for Irish is Gaeilge,
Yeah.
but it's not Gaelic. Gaelic
So
is
they refer to it as Irish.
yeah.
No
So
way.
That's quite
they've
cool, actually.
Yeah.
they've stopped. They've done like a kind of answering questions about it.
Yeah.
YouTube video where they were like,
They seem like really nice guys.
It's not Gaelic. It's Irish. So I don't call it Gaelic because that's a different language. So there you go.
I'm quite excited for 4 films that are coming out, all in 2027.
Yes, I'm familiar with this.
Beatles biopics.
There's 4.
Yeah,
Different
one
ones?
for each member of the Beatles.
Wow.
And they're being directed by Sam Jackson, who was involved in the Get Back documentary.
Oh no,
No?
Sam Mendes. You're thinking
Sam
of
Mendes.
Peter Jackson.
Yes.
Peter
Sam
Jackson
Mendes.
directed.
Peter Jackson, The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he directed the Get Back documentary, which is phenomenal.
Sam Mendes
I mean, I'm guessing
did-
you haven't seen it, Chris. You're not a
No,
Beatles
no,
fan.
I'm not.
Watch the documentary.
Sam
Okay.
Mendes
He's
did
really good.
1917.
1917.
Yes.
A lot of the Bond films. I think he did Spectre.
Right.
Sam
yeah,
Mendes
and
is really good.
Paul Mescal's going to be Paul McCartney. Barry Keegan's going to be
Ringo, is he Ringo?
Ringo, and then I can't remember the other 2 actors. But
I think
they
two
should,
of them
they should
are-
be great.
2 of them are kind of new and up and comers.
Yeah. Because there's not really. I mean, there's been a few Beatles biopics.
Well, I was going to mention one of my favourite music biopics is Nowhere Boy,
Nowhere
which
Boy,
is
and I've seen it. Yeah.
it's about John Lennon, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember you saying,
I
yeah.
read it as it's a film about a young boy growing up in 1950s Liverpool, and that's a bit of history that I'm very interested in. And I think, well, that'd be a really good film. I'll give that a watch.
Yeah.
And then halfway through the film, his auntie goes, "You come back here, John Lennon." And I was like, "Oh, surely that's not a coincidence." But no, it is about John Lennon.
Yeah, but I just mean there's not really been any. It's not felt like there's been any sort of big like Beatles film.
No.
And these probably
There
will.
has never been a film, probably because there's so much history known about it, but there's never been a film about the Beatles start to end.
Yeah.
There is. It's
Yeah.
always at a specific place in time.
Yeah.
Normally after they've broken up,
Yeah.
or maybe just before they've released "Please Please Me" or stuff like that. So it should be interesting to see these 4 films
Yeah.
cover
And
everything.
I'll be interested to see how far in time they go. Whether they cover like their solo stuff, and I mean obviously John can't go beyond 1980. So
Well,
it'll
yeah.
be interesting to see how far they go.
I'd imagine I'd like them to cover that.
Yeah.
John Lennon dying, and
Yeah.
I'd like them to, because I think that's to see that,
Yeah.
not to see it obviously, but like to see how they react to that. That'd be interesting.
And Paul Mescal as
I mean,
Paul
he's-
McCartney.
Yeah, he's very good, isn't he?
Excited
Paul
for
Mescal?
that. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to Barry Keegan's accent. I'm guessing there's going to be some work done it before 2027.
Yeah.
Obviously, Saltburn. I mean, he did sound a bit like a Beatle, to be fair.
Yeah.
He had that kind of like really droopy. you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
He is a
Um,
very, very good actor, though.
He is
Oh,
very
yeah,
good. He
sensational,
just
yeah.
can't do an accent to save his life.
No,
and,
no, that he can't.
but he's very good.
Have you seen the Killing of the Sacred Deer?
I've not. I do want to watch it.
That's
I
an
know.
amazing
People
film.
said a lot. We're talking a lot about that
Yeah.
after he'd been in Saltburn.
It's a Yorgos Lanthimos film. You know
Yeah.
the fellow that did
Poor
Poor
Things.
Things. Yeah. Amazing film. Yeah.
The scary technician just walked past and I nearly shit myself. He looked at me like square in the eyes and I thought, "Fucking hell."
He was offering you to go out and like, come and scrap me. Like. Yeah. Do you know what a musical biopic that I really like is Elvis? Have you seen this?
I've not. No. I was gonna go and watch it.
Is this the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but I saw the bloke like talking in the accent for like a year after.
Austin Butler,
Yeah.
yeah. He did so the voice he does for Elvis is very good, and he does a very. I'll talk about the actual film in a minute, but purely going off his depiction of Elvis is very good. There's pictures of him doing performances side by side with an actual recorded Elvis performance, where he is literally exactly the same, and the accent is very good. He
Yeah.
can talk exactly like him. Because he had so much vocal training, which then made his voice stick to Elvis. So he had to have speech therapy after the
Really?
film to make him sound more like Austin Butler. And he still doesn't really. He still has a little bit of
Wow.
out. So for a while, he was like, I can't help talking like this, mama. I can't stop doing the voice. But he was in June 2 afterwards. I don't know if you've seen this video of, I think it's Zendaya doing like a TikTok where they're doing promo for June 2, and she goes, "It's me, Zendaya." Turns to Timothy Chalamet. He goes, "It's me, Timothy," and he turns to him and he goes, "And Austin." And if you haven't seen that, go on TikTok and just search "and Austin." It is so funny. And Austin.
Sounds like Stone Cold.
Give me a hell yeah. What? If you can't stop speaking like Elvis Presley, give me a hell yeah. I had to have speech therapy. What? I won 1 Oscar. What? 2 Oscar. Yeah. If you no, but the film. Fucking hell. If you want me to start talking about this film, give me a hell yeah. The film is really good, I think, but it's also really bad, and I know that. It isn't a great film. But it's by what's the guy's name? What's his name? The fella.
What's the fella?
What's the director?
What's
What's
that
his
bloke's
name?
name?
The guy he did Baz Luhrmann. That's his name, Baz Luhrmann. So it's very stylized, very silly. Tom Hanks is in it playing the Have you seen what Tom Hanks looks like in this film?
I have. Yeah.
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 Have you seen what he sounds like?
No.
He sounds very silly. A lot of the people in this film sound silly. He's like he's doing like, because the colonel allegedly was an illegal Austrian immigrant
Yeah.
who came to America, and he's a very bad guy. And the film is basically about Elvis and the colonel's relationship, and how Elvis was basically held captive and abused
Yeah.
purely for the colonel's financial gain, because he was a gambling addict. But he has this silly voice. And he's like, they're going to make my boy sing. And it's like, it's so good. But like, there's a lot of criticism about this film that was it's silly, and it's funny, and it shouldn't be. And I
Yeah.
was like, it's trying to be this serious biopic, but it's just funny. And it's like, no, it's not. It is funny. It's trying to be funny. It's
Yeah.
a funny film. You've got Tom Hanks walking around with like 80 pounds of prosthetic makeup, like he's Colin Farrell in the new Penguin show, doing an Austrian accent. Of course, it's supposed to be funny. Look at a picture of this man. Look at him. You tell me this is? There's a scene in this film where Tom Hanks is stood next to these people. There's this young kid playing the music, Elvis music, because That's All Right Mama. He had the radio on, and that film, I think, that song was like played like 12 times in a row on the radio because people loved it. And then his like dad, who like runs this kind of country and western like traveling show, is like, get that music off. You know, I don't want music from black people playing in front of me, because he's like proper deep south, proper racist, all that. And then the fella goes, that's the thing, he's white. And then it turns to the camera just like zooms in on him and he goes, he's white. It's like, of course it's a comedy. It's a funny film. It's very silly. Yeah. That's good. Rocket Man's good. I like when they're stylized. Rocket Man was very stylized. That was basically like a jukebox musical.
Yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy Rocket Man that much. Bohemian Rhapsody was
That's
very, very good.
I'm going to completely disagree with you. I
Really?
think it's offensively bad.
Really?
I'm not
Wow.
a Queen fan, and people have, you know more than most people have shouted at me for not being a Queen fan and said really horrible things about me. But
Yeah.
If I saw that film, like, I feel bad for Queen fans because that film exists. That is the film about Queen.
There's been a lot of Queen fans that have come about because of that film.
I'd argue that's the case.
Yeah.
I just think it's offensive
Yeah.
to Freddie Mercury. I think it is offensive.
Rami Malek came.
I've not
became
seen it.
famous.
Why is it? What's the sort of
the
issue?
the surviving members of Queen were they were speaking about this film. They were not speaking about they were consulted on the film, and obviously it's going to be a biased film in that case, because I get that you want to consult the people who are actually there to get the right answer and to get the honest truth, but you're not going to get that because they were there, so they're not going to say like the ugly things that they've done. Do you know, like, so the film will be Freddie Mercury. He'll be at like a gay orgy and he'll be doing cocaine, and like it'll be 11 in the morning and he's drunk and all of this, and that the band are all like stood in rehearsals waiting for him, like, where is he? You know, we're all responsible. We're all going home to our wives and not cheating on them. It's like, you're a rock band in the 1980s. You were all on cocaine for like 2 decades at least.
Yeah.
You were all cheating on your wives because there's news stories about it. You know, don't pretend. Don't make it seem like Freddie Mercury was... It feels like he's this bad seed who was never really understood, but was still irresponsible, and for that deserved to die. That's how I read that film. And I don't think it's the intention,
Oh, that's heavy.
but I think that is how it comes across. For that reason, I don't like Bohemian Rhapsody at all. And because it's just not that good either. It's not a very good film.
To be fair, I watched it when I was when it came out, which was
I quite
a while
liked it
ago,
when I
so-
saw it when it came out.
Yeah,
But
and
I
was
think
a
I was
massive
about
Queen fan at the time.
13 when it came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And watching it since, I'm like, wow, this is actually really, really problematic, a lot of what they're showing in here.
Yeah. I hear a lot of Queen slander though, and I don't understand it.
I just don't think they're that good.
Yeah.
If you
We've talked about
if
that.
you could pick obviously the Beatles one will be something that you guys will both enjoy.
Yeah.
If you could pick a band or a musician to have a film made about, who would your ideal one be?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Thanks. I kind of do this a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Good at this. I mean, an Oasis one would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
He's had a very interesting life. Shot by his dad.
Stevie Wonder. That would be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jackson would be pretty interesting.
Oh,
I
the
was gonna
Michael
say- I was
Jackson
gonna Michael
biopic
Jackson
would be, yeah.
Michael Jackson would be
Why
cool.
does that not exist yet?
It should.
It should.
Yeah,
Oh, are they
it really
making
should
one?
do.
I'm pretty sure they're
maybe
making
people
one.
Who would
stay away
play
from
Michael
Michael
Jackson?
Jackson though. Yeah, who
Who
would
could play Michael Jackson?
No one looks like him, do they?
That is true.
You're always gonna have two different actors there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's
true.
going to be offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an issue. I think
That's probably a
it's
big reason
very
why they-
difficult film to make.
Yeah.
It's also so hard to avoid all the sort of theories about
Yeah,
him. You know?
that's the thing, because we don't actually know all that much.
Exactly, yeah.
really. It is.
So if you avoid it, it's going to
Yeah,
cause
exactly.
controversy, and if you add it,
Yeah, then you're picking a side. But then if you don't pick a side, you're the film about Michael Jackson released in the 2020s.
I think we've answered why
Yeah.
there is no Michael Jackson.
Do you know what?
there should
Ignore
have been
that.
one. There should have been one a while ago. Though.
Yeah, before all the. I want to see a Prince biopic. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
He's a crazy guy. Was a crazy
Kurt
guy.
Cobain would be cool.
Kurt
Kurt
would be
Cobain would be
cool,
very
yeah.
cool.
I do
Although it
feel
would
like that
be
would
a
be
long film.
offensive, though.
Yeah,
I think it's very difficult.
You have to handle that so sensitively.
It's very difficult to make a film like that.
Because I mean, Courtney Love's still alive and kicking, and you'd have to involve her, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Did you say Courtney?
Courtney.
Yeah.
He
You did say Courtney, yeah.
Sorry.
Courtney Love, yeah.
Courtney
yeah.
Love, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a very offensive film, I think, and you could probably do it tactfully, but there's not many people I would trust to do that. Who else would be interesting? What music? A Kanye West biopic.
Oh, a Kanye would be like, because he's had a bloody interesting life.
Yeah.
I reckon give it 20 years, then make it.
Oh, 100%. I think he'll make it while he's still alive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Like,
I think
he
he'll make
play
it.
himself.
yeah. I wonder how many times he's pitched that.
Oh, 100%.
Because he's definitely.
He's pitching that every morning.
Yeah.
He's waking up and going, listen, when are we making the film?
He's calling fucking the guy who's selling him all those like fucking nitrous oxide canisters. That was so weird, by the way. That thing. Can I have the nitrous? Have you seen that?
No.
He's got this. What's the guy? Milo Yiannopoulos, or however you say
Yeah.
his name. He was big on like alt-right YouTube for a while,
Right.
and now he works in public relations with Kanye, which is surely the hardest job on the planet. I mean, I do not like
this man for
Milo
reference,
Milo
is a far-right
Yiannopoulos.
political commentator.
He's a far-right political commentator. He's a scumbag, but also I do not envy his job. That is a very difficult job, being Kanye West PR man. Like every morning, I'm trying not to kill myself. Like, but then all these weird Kanye things is Kanye, I should say, has been working with
Yay.
an evil dentist. Basically, is the best way of describing because nobody knows all the facts, but he's been working with an evil dentist who's like telling him things and feeding him nitrous oxide. Like he keeps shipping in
Right.
nitrous oxide, and there's this text exchange that Milo Yiannopoulos leaked of he doesn't work for Kanye anymore. That's why he leaks this text exchange between him, Kanye, and this evil dentist, who I think has a name, but I don't want to know because I like saying the evil dentist. Of this dentist, and he's going like, I can get this shipment in of nitrous oxide on this, and I can do this, this, and this. And Milo's like goes on this like few paragraph texts of like, I don't understand why you do. Here it is. Right, I'm going to read this. So, Dr. Thomas Connolly, the evil dentist. This needs. Don't read it, please. I want to read it out for you. This needs to be a long-term goal. Get recreational nitrous legalized. Meanwhile, we master. I was reading that. Meanwhile, we master the delivery system with a 2-year head start. And Milo goes, surely. I mean, for a complete freak, crazy person, and scumbag, he makes a good point here. Surely you are joking. Prolonged misuse of nitrous causes birth defects, problems with B12, your spinal cord disintegrates. Why would anyone want to introduce another drug to an already depressed, addicted, demoralized and apathetic population of dopamine slaves? And Kanye, who's got his profile picture is one of the animals from Five Nights at Freddy's, just goes, "Can I have the nitrous today?" It's so silly.
Like Kanye genuinely might be one of the most mental blokes on the planet.
But I don't get it because he used to be a very normal person.
Yeah.
Like he was he had an ego and all that. But you listen to his first 3 albums, like the College trilogy.
Yeah.
Politically, he's very he's very good. Like
Yeah.
it's I don't know, he talks a lot about institutional racism.
What's the song?
And wealth disparity.
The song about
and
his grandma being in hospital.
Roses, yeah.
Roses,
So he says in that song that Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS, which is true. Magic Johnson was diagnosed with HIV, basketball player, and he was basically given a cure. And he's saying that how come? I think the lyric is, if my grandma was in the NBA right now, she'd be okay. So he's basically saying, like, how come for all the rich and famous, you know, all these things get done for them, but then, you know, for people like my grandma who worked for the church, you know, gave up her whole life to making to doing good. Why is she now sick in hospital?
Yeah, the line is, if Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS and all the broke motherfuckers passed away, you're telling me if my grandma's in the NBA right now, she'd be okay? So, like, on the surface, it's quite a funny line, but actually, like, when you deep it, it is fucked.
And that's a really good song lyrically. I think he's saying that the nurses are asking him to sign T-shirts.
Yeah.
And it's this kind of this contrast between the star level that he's at and then a very normal family all coming in and, you know, not really knowing what to do. She's okay at the end of it, to be fair.
Good.
She gets well.
I mean, he obviously is just a bit of a genius.
Oh, of
and
course.
that's probably why he has turned a bit mental alongside...
I think the night drugs probably ain't helping.
He's a
lot of money
genius
as
with
well.
severe mental health
Oh,
problems.
yeah.
And he's surrounded
and
by...
they don't go well.
He's surrounded by people who don't have his best interests at heart, I would argue.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it'd be a fascinating film.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
And I think they have to make that soon as well, because I can't see him becoming any more important. I think he's just going to fall.
yeah,
Yeah,
fall
and the
off
thing is,
from now.
day by day, he kills his legacy more and more.
Exactly, yeah.
he does, yeah.
Like,
I mean-
but also you kind of want to like get the full story. You kind of want to go, when is Kanye going to be fully like?
Yeah.
What's the next thing he's going to do? Because you don't want to make a film and then the next day he goes and does some mental shit. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
true.
I think it's crazy for him to go from like post-Hurricane Katrina, the George Bush doesn't care about black people, and then to be a racist and like an anti-Semite and all this. It's like, he's crazy, man. He is.
Yeah.
Should we get on to the next album just because we've had a lot to talk about today, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been I'm really enjoying this, but yeah. What's your next album?
The Pains of Being Pure at Heart by The Pains of Being Pure at Heart.
Yes.
This is an album that I suggested. They're a New York band. They broke up, I want to say 2019, maybe 2009.
I don't know.
They broke up at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019. They've not got too much released. This album is the only one that I'm familiar with. That and a cover of Laid that they do, Laid by James. It's very good. There's kind of dream pop, indie-ish. I think it's really good. What do you think, Ramsey?
Yeah, I thought it's just very nice to listen to.
It is. Sonically, it's great.
The production's great. I love the reverby vocals with sort of like trebly guitars. There's not much sort of grit to it. It's just pleasant to listen to.
I think it
Nice
rolls.
melodies.
It rolls so well. All the songs are different, but not too different. And
Yeah.
it starts with Contender. It's just got this feedback at the beginning, and then I think just like a drum fill, and the song starts. It gets right into every single song on here. There's no like really long intros or like interludes or anything like that. Every single song will literally just starts.
Yeah.
And I think that's really. I think it's about half an hour, the album, something like that. If I want something to listen to, I might just stick this on.
Yeah.
And-
It's just sort of sensical music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does exactly what you want it to do. They're just well written songs, well sung, good guitar parts, good drumming, and it all fits in a sort of nice 34-minute album. You can just stick it on, have a nice 35 minutes of listening.
I mean, there's not much really I can say about it.
There isn't much to say, yeah.
I think it's just really good.
Yeah.
And I'd like to move in a direction like that when we write songs. I'd like to have a song like something that would be on this album.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I thought it sounded older than it is as well. It's got that sort of retro, maybe
It was
sort of
released in
90s feel. 2012.
Yeah.
Which isn't that long ago.
No, 2009.
2012, I'm pretty sure, no?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Okay, my bad.
2009.
Yeah.
It's very good though.
Even still. Point's still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years before you originally thought.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's much to say about it. I'll definitely be listening to it.
Highlights from the
again.
album for you?
Can you get the track list up, please? Stay Alive, was it?
Yeah.
Stay Alive, yeah. Liked that one. Young Adult Friction. That's the one I'd
that's
heard
very
before.
good.
I think that might be the most well-known song.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Come Saturday. I didn't think there were too many sort of singular highlights. I thought all the songs were quite on a par, but all of them were very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say for me, A Teenager in Love, Everything with You, and Hey Paul. Not in that order. I don't know why I've done them. I've done the middle one, then the top, and then the bottom one. That 3-song run, I think, is probably the best bit of the album. Young Adult Friction and This Love Is Fucking Right they're both very good songs as well. I think they're very good.
Is there any chance of them reuniting? Do you think?
Not as far as I know. There's been a lot of lineup changes.
I think they'd be good live.
They are.
On August 16th, 2024, they announced they'd reformed to
Day after
celebrate the
my birthday.
15-year anniversary of their
Oh,
debut
wow.
album
Wow.
in
Well, there you
February
go.
2025. They're
Wow,
touring
eh?
Spain and Portugal, but nowhere else, weirdly.
Right.
I mean, they've probably announced
Off
Spain
to the
and
Algarve
Portugal,
again.
and then will.
Should we have a look?
Should we go?
That'd be cool.
Should we go to Spain?
I'd actually be so down, yeah.
Yeah, go to Spain and go watch the Pains of Being Pure in Heart.
Yeah. We're just Google
yeah.
searching it.
Yeah.
Echo.
Just Portugal at the minute.
Right,
And
yeah.
Spain, yeah.
I'd imagine that they probably
Spain,
will
yeah.
do,
Feels very random just to go and
but I feel like a lot
dust
of
in Spain.
bands do kind of pick a weird one to start with,
Yeah.
because that's not festival season. They pick there. That's like March and stuff like that. February.
Yeah.
So, like, I know Peach Pit they've got an album coming out very soon, which will be my album to talk about in 2 weeks. Peach Pit have got an album coming out soon, and they're doing a tour for that, and they're a Canadian band, and they're starting in Australia and New Zealand.
Why do I know the name Peach Pit? What songs?
They've got a song called Peach Pit. You probably know it because I wear
You've probably seen
one
his
of their
t-shirt.
T-shirts a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, fair.
They're very, very good.
They're ridiculously good.
I've only heard one album. But
All their albums are very different,
Right.
and they're very, very. They've got it's like kind of Taylor Swift. They've got eras.
yeah, that's the one I've listened to.
Which one? That one.
The
that
most
one.
well-known one.
That one's not out yet.
No, that one.
They're being
No,
so normal.
In the middle, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably talk about that soon.
Whatever. Look and see if I know any of them.
On
I
Do
hope
they have a
the,
FIFA tune?
No,
No.
on the
Who am I
Pains of
thinking
Being Pure at Heart as well. I'm a big fan of the album cover. I like
it's
it.
very good, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's just a good-looking album.
Yeah,
cover.
I like a black and white album cover.
Let's hang on.
It's sort of like negative.
Space. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Sort
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
they're from from New York.
Yeah.
In a studio called Honeyland. I really like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to go and see it. We met a band from America, didn't we, Ramsey? I feel like we're probably finished with this album now. We don't need to talk about this album anymore. We met a band from America in Boogaloo. Were you there?
No, I wasn't
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Yeah, this band in America. I don't think. Did we tell you about this?
No.
I think I told you about this morning after because there was an important note about this band that was really quite interesting.
Yes.
You know, I remember you saying. But
Yeah.
I've forgotten what it was. Yeah.
So there was this band, and this guy, he came up, and I was wearing a Green Day top, and he went, "Oh, I love Green Day, man."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And he said, "Philadelphia." And the only thing I know what to do with Americans is when they name where they're from, I think of a sports team from there, and I say, "Go, whatever that team is," and then they're your friend. So I went, "Oh, go Birds!" And he like taps his mate on the shoulder. He's like, "He likes the Eagles. He likes the Eagles." And they were talking to me, and they've come to Leeds to record an album. They are called the Blackouts. They're recording in Leeds.
Oh, I remember the link now. Yeah.
Yeah, go and listen to the Blackouts, gang, because yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. I like their music.
Do we have an Instagram or
Yeah, at the Blackout Music.
these guys are Welsh?
No, that's not them. That's a Welsh band.
Blackout music.
The Black
We are the Blackouts.
Blackouts.
I mean, go and give them a listen if you want.
Yeah.
I might.
The Blackouts band. Here we go.
The Blackouts Band. Yeah, just at the Blackouts Band. Yeah, they are from Philadelphia. They're good.
They're quite a small band to be
yeah.
They are.
recording.
I don't know why they're
abroad.
recording in Leeds.
But also, just for reference, this is the reason
Yeah,
why I remember
this
this is absolutely mental and one of the most random experiences I've ever had. But Gavin introduced himself, and I had
Not
come
me,
over.
by the way. One of the, I think he's a guitarist. His name is
Yeah.
Gavin.
But so he'd like come over, he'd introduce himself, whatever. We're talking about American sports because I like follow my American sports, and I don't know how we got onto the topic of like English football, and I mentioned that I was a Wolves fan, and this bloke's face like lit up, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be like a Villa fan or like because Villa are doing well at the minute, so I was like, he's gonna be a Villa fan, like he's gonna take the piss.
Yeah.
And he goes like, I'm a Wolves fan. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even meet Wolves fans in England, right? And I thought like, okay, you're a Wolves fan, but you don't really like follow football. And I went like, oh, like who's your favourite player? And he's dropping like Wolves lore. Like, he's putting out
Like,
players.
the streets won't
he's
forget
putting out,
players.
Like, he's putting out like players from the 90s. He mentioned like, oh my god, like, he's mentioning like he was talking about Connor Cody, like Johnny pre-injury. This is shit that I mentioned. I'm like, but also, how on earth do you become a Wolves fan? And I asked him. He goes, I don't know. I just picked him.
His house in uni, like I don't know how they do it in America. It's like frat house, his fraternity house. They were all Wolves fans. I think they had like a Wolves
That's
top.
crazy.
They had like a Wolves top framed on the wall, and then like a massive Wolves flag like hanging down from the roof.
I have to visit.
Yeah,
I have to go.
I imagine it's still not. It's probably not there anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
you've got to meet them.
I've got to meet them.
You've got to track them down like Infinity
I've
Stones.
got to take them to a Wolves game.
Yeah.
I want to take these American boys to a Wolves
We
game.
were going Indie Thursday the day after, and I told them to come, and they didn't. They said they were going to go, but then
Sometimes.
we never texted each other afterwards. But it would have been a bit strange, to be fair. But yeah, they were lovely guys. Yeah, I'm guessing they picked them because they saw a wolf and went, "Oh, that's quite cool," not knowing anything
How
about.
utterly dire we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I think that just about covers it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up there. What time are we on?
Hour and a half.
Hour and
You
a
know, we've
half.
not done that for a long time.
Bloody hell. That's gone quickly.
We run out of things. We were saying that we were going to run out of things to talk about after about half an hour.
Yeah.
We were like, we're
I've
going to have
got
to
more
make this
things
even
to talk
short.
about, but...
Have
we'll
you?
wrap-
Oh, we can.
No, we'll save it for next week.
Yeah,
Hour
go
and a
on.
half. It's fine.
Can I ask what albums you're doing for next week?
Well, I don't know.
Don't
Oh,
know.
have you not picked yet?
No. We.
Can
I-
I,
I'm-
can I
I've
put a
been think-
suggestion in? Obviously. you
Yeah,
don't have
go
to, but
on,
can
and then
can
I'll say what I was going to say.
Can I ask? Could you do Kneecap's Fine Art? Because
Yeah, so I was thinking of doing that soon. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I think in future we should maybe choose like a topic to choose albums of. So maybe like
So like your albums are linked.
albums by
Yeah. Okay. I like
albums
that.
by bands from Australia or albums
Works for me. Yeah.
albums from 1993 or something like
That's quite cool. Yeah.
specific.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Give
could
ourselves
even,
a
what
theme.
you could put up is put it on your Instagram. So people can suggest
Yeah,
the
yeah,
topic
yeah.
that makes you guys choose your album.
Yeah.
So then it becomes an interactive thing, and people can get to you guys to listen.
This is normally the conversation we have when the camera's on.
Yeah, but no, but like,
But let's do it now. Yeah, go on. Do you know what?
So this is the kind of thing what we could do, where if we put a poll up, these guys can put a message in, or respond to this poll and suggest albums that you guys want to listen to, or the topics, or even stuff for you to discuss. But
Yeah.
put it up on a the day before we're going to do
yeah.
the podcast.
Or
and
literally just send us an Instagram DM.
yeah,
That
Yeah,
works
yeah.
as well. If you've got anything that you'd like to send in, hate mail, fan mail.
Music related or non-music related.
yeah.
post
Put the ish in
bombs.
music.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll do that. I'm guessing next week we will have a guest on. That seems to
Hopefully.
be
Yes.
how it goes. If not, we'll let you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But
Make sure to follow you guys.
yeah, make sure to
Yeah.
follow us on @musishpod on Instagram.
Yeah, and subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a
And
YouTube, haven't we?
Yeah.
Follow on Spotify. I don't know
And
whether that does anything.
Follow
but-
LSR. Follow Leeds Student
L-
Radio
yes.
on Spotify, because we're also on there now.
Yes, we didn't mention that. We are now new and improved Musish, along with the new studio coming soon. We are now being published. Would you say
Published is the word I'd use.
published? Yeah, we are now being published by LSR.
Radio
Leeds Student Radio.
sensations.
So if you like Leeds Student Radio, if it's 11 o'clock on a Wednesday night, you can listen to me DJ.
Or if it's Monday 2 to 3, Friday 2 to 3, Saturday 3 to 5, you can tune in for sport, which I'm not on, but I kind of produce that.
He's head of it. He's
Yeah.
head of sport. His picture is framed in LSR, which is so weird. Every time I go in, I just walk past your face.
It's a picture you took of me, actually, Ramsey.
Oh, really?
He's
the-
going like that. He's
That
going.
one. Oh, that one.
Yeah. The only photo
With the
that
tab.
exists of him,
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah. So follow LSR. Follow LSR on demand.
Yeah. Follow
LSR on
Musish.
demand is the podcast.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Follow the Jew Lakes.
Follow the Jew Lakes.
Follow the G-Lakes.
Yep.
Follow, I guess, both your personal Instagrams. I
Can
don't
do.
know if you plug those.
I
Can do,
wasn't
yeah.
going to.
Yeah, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
share.
Follow All in Good Sport. And you know what? Follow your dreams.
Yeah. Ramsey, have you got a quote for us to finish off?
Sparkle and shine.